We are here to this week. Washington Commanders playing the New York Giants. The Giants got stomped last week, lost 28-6 to the Minnesota Vikings. Obviously, they are missing Mr. Saquon Barkley, who balled out for Philly. What are we expecting in this game? I mean, yeah, the Giants look bad, but Daniel Jones has a good history against us. He's only lost to us one time in his first 7 meetings. So, what are we looking for in this one?
I mean, in honest retrospect, I mean, my defense needs to step it up. Like, we need to get like a few INTs if this is going to be the train that everybody's going to be on. Like, let's do this. That's what I want from my team. Mm-hmm. At least somebody get a pick six if we know Daniel Jones is going to be out there throwing quarterback. Sorry, New York.
Yeah,
it's true.
Boys need to ball out.
Yeah. I think everybody thinks that this is going to be an easy game. You know, everybody got us winning. Usually, the majority of people got us winning, but you cannot count the Giants out right now. We're struggling. We're a new team. They're struggling right now. They don't even know if Daniel Jones is really the future. But like you said, Sean, he's 5-1 versus us. So, you know what I mean? Even though this is a new team, even though that might have been Ron, or, you know, that the reason why he got that. But, hey, the way we looked last week, hey, he might even do some good things on us. You know what I'm saying? To try to boost his career back up, to make New York Giants like, oh, no, we got a quarterback. Nah. But, yeah, you're right, Anton. We cannot do that. Defense going to have to step up. We got to. We got to get to the ball. I mean, they ain't got Saquon Barkley, so that's a plus. You know what I mean? But they do got Neighbor.
Now, we might not have Quan.
Who Quan what?
Quan Martin. He might be hurt today.
Oh, I didn't know that. What happened? What happened?
Yeah. They were saying last week that or over the offseason. Matter of fact, I got a message this morning saying that. Oh, let me check it.
Or is he probably just on IR for a second?
On Twitter it was saying John Klein said, curious to see if Quan Martin goes today. Game time call.
Okay.
That he was I didn't even know that he had gotten hurt, but.
Right.
Might have to check the roster before the game starts and see who
I will say this: go Commanders, yes sir, go Commanders.
Thank you,
but I will say this, Sean. Even if we lose Quan Martin, I'm loving what we got. The backups, you know, I told y'all about Owens, Tyler Owens, that rookie. I love him. I would love to see him some action, and not to mention the dude we had 2 years ago that was some promise, Forster, right? Derek Forster. So. Yeah. We got something that you know, these guys are hungry. They looking for a start. So, you know what I mean? If Quan Martin's out, man, I feel comfortable with those guys for sure. Definitely.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, yeah, and they've been struggling. As we've seen, they don't really have much of a running game. Didn't do much on offense. Malik Neighbors had a good game. That was their first round draft pick. Mm-hmm. JD5 is an old quarterback from LSU, so I know that's going to be a good reunion for the two of them.
Yes,
but as far as is there any parts? Is there anything you're looking at in particular? You know, you're looking at the run game. You're looking at the defense, secondary. Is there anything you guys focused on going into this game?
Well, what I'm more scared of, I will say this: what I'm more scared of is their DNs. You know, they got Brian Burns and they got how you say his name? Thibodeau. Yeah. Those guys, man. Brandon Coleman is gonna have I can't wait to see that matchup. Brandon Coleman versus these guys. And Wiley. Wiley's gonna have to step up this game. What we saw last game, right? And I know I praised JD5 like he played a perfect game, but he didn't. You know, he struggled. And I saw a lot of him one reading. I think this was his first game. Nerves was in there. He was a one read quarterback. He read one guy and then he ran. You know what I'm saying? I would love to see his eyes down the field more when he runs. If he runs to the outside, to the right or the left, I would like to see him down, and throw that thing. You know what I mean? I love the runs. Don't get me wrong. I think we should run JD5 about 9-10 times a game, but not 16. You know what I mean? Yeah. Not 16. We can't do that. You know?
That is important.
Yeah. So I mean, but other than that, though, the DNs getting after Jaden Daniels, that kind of is a little nerve-wracking because we do have a rookie with Brandon Coleman and Wiley. He's a vet, but he struggles. So that one really is getting I'm a little nervous on that one, but I'm excited, man. It's gonna be a real good game.
I will say, like, I do have passion with JD5 being our quarterback. Yeah, it's going to be a learning lesson, like most college quarterbacks, going from, all right, I was a running quarterback now to I need to trust my wide receivers down the field kind of quarterback. Mm-hmm. Now, this is just it's his learning point of when he can trust his arm.
Yeah.
We know the kid's got eyes. We know that, right? We've talked. I mean, how many times have we talked about we needed a tall quarterback that could see downfield, know how to move out of the pocket, know how to move up the field, not go sideways, not go backwards. This kid, once he sees he senses quickness. He doesn't sense his pocket presence. He understands the quickness of college players. Yeah. So he's trying to doubt that speed. So him stepping up, he's going to get about 10 more runs this game. I guarantee it.
Yeah.
Guarantee it. If he sees that opening 2 yards in front of him, you're not going to see him stand there.
Yeah. I will say we need to give Terry McLaurin the ball more. I don't know if that was Cliff. I don't know if that was JD5. You know, I don't know if that was JD5 with the struggles a little bit, but the second, I think he had a second or first catch in late in the third quarter. Yeah, that right there. Yeah, we gonna have to step that up big time. But
that hasn't happened. I mean, each of the last. I mean, when we had the enemy, when we had Scott Turner, none of them have targeted Terry. Like, only one that targeted Terry was Heineke. Like, I don't understand why nobody's like. It seems to keep coming up that nobody's targeting him because he's our best receiver.
I just don't understand. In hindsight, it's not just JD. There's been at least the last 5, 6, 7, 8 quarterbacks going backwards. Mm-hmm. You know, to start with, if you want somebody to trust the number one receiver, and they don't trust him, I guess, or he doesn't give them confidence, it's a missing factor that I don't understand. I don't know, but I want him, JD5, to like really trust his receivers. That's what I'm saying. Like, he can trust them to go get the ball, but you've got to put the ball out there for trusting them.
Well, Anton, I will say this though. I don't know if y'all noticed this in the fourth quarter when they had his feet taped up. He had taped up because at the beginning of the game he had no tape on his feet. Well, when he did tape his feet up, and I think he probably got stepped on or something. I did see that
back on his foot.
Something happened, right? But when they taped up his foot, he was throwing a lot more, and that's why he got like 180 something yards. But you could see that he was throwing it to Zach. He was throwing it to Luke McCaffrey. He was actually doing some checkdowns. It wasn't a whole lot of runs because the first, the second, and third quarter
they were playing a lot of zone too.
Right. It was one read and he was gone. But in the fourth, man, he was calm. He was poised. I do love that, man. So everybody's just like, oh man, he's a running quarterback, but then they just like, yo, he can throw that thing. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was saying about this guy. He's gonna be a dominant threat. You know, give it time. Hopefully, no injuries. Knock on wood. But I just think this dude, man, you gotta watch it. You gotta watch the legs, but you gotta watch that arm. You know what I mean?
Right.
Absolutely, man. Look, and then look, there's all excitement. Thanks for the score. We like this, Scott. There's definitely excitement in Washington for this game because we feel like this is the one that we should get done.